Okay guys, we are back with another CRT. This is a KV-13M30. Unfortunately this model is not RGB moddable, but it is S-video moddable. So I will be doing that because right now all it has is composite. But boy does it look good. I think I got myself a real low hour tube. Super vibrant and bright. It really would benefit from an S-video mod. There's a pretty noticeable dot crawl, and the component cable that I'm using is also shot, so that doesn't help either. But I got the service menu pulled up, as you can see, but boy does it look good. I mean, it just, here, let's get into to the map really quick. I'll show you. The video is not doing it justice in terms of the brightness, but boy, I mean, it looks incredible. And it's just a little bit inker. Let me see if I can get some light in here, try and help show it. Of course not. Well, I guess I could turn the exposure way up and that'll probably help some. And so there it is in all its glory. Let me raise my blinds. Oops, I just stepped on my Nintendo controller. It's not good. Yeah, there we go. Ignore it. Here, let's shut that. Ignore my underwear. So, you're not going to be able to see the screen, obviously, because I got the exposure cranked, but 13-inch CRT, beautiful little Sony, just awesome. This is it next to a water bottle. It's just tiny. Next to my plants as well, but can't show you the back right now because of the way it's sitting, but man, it's awesome. And then we got, and it was 10 minutes away from me, not even. So we got that, and then Big Brother over there. But let me turn the exposure back down and we'll get one more look at this screen. We'll get more than one look at it, but let's throw in a the 240p test suite. Take a look at it. Let me get that pulled up. So you can see there is some, I believe this is pin cushion. There is some pin cushion issues, and this set does not have pin cushion adjustment in the service menu, which is a real shame. Actually, now that it's warmed up, it's not as bad as it was. But this side is actually quite straight. There is a bit of dipping in there, which might be fixable with a magnet maybe. But overall, linearity looks decent for a set this size, and that's, you know, like if you look at the left-hand square to the right, they're similar-ish sized. Let's see if we can pull up. There's a monoscope for anybody who wants to see it, and let's see, color bars. Seems like this tube is in really good health. Got horrible red push. There's no red drive adjustment. Horrid red push, but I've done all I can to help mitigate that. But we can just go over some of the service menu adjustments that I've made real quick, and then I'll probably just leave it at that. I guess we could look at there's a white screen. Purity is perfect. Red screen. This, like what you're seeing, like that discoloration is not present in person. It's strictly just on this video. My camera is just not capable. It's green and blue. I mean, it just looks phenomenal. It can't even focus on it. There it goes. White again. That line is not obviously visible in person. Yeah. Convergence looks phenomenal, which you would expect on a set this size, I think. But with S-video, it should just look even better. And yeah, here we're gonna click that off just so it's easier to see. I'll run you guys through the, so this is not the factory remote. Oh, well, you can't even see it. I'm using the remote that goes to my KV-13M30, so my 27-inch that's behind me. Remote model RM-Y165. It does work for this set. You're even able to get into the service menu with it. So we'll go through the settings that I have that I think look the best. So this is like a color thing. It needs to be set to 1 for what I got going on, I guess. AFC to 1. So vertical positions, this is some of the geometry. 14, vertical size 21, linearity 7, I forget what this is, but it's set to 5, horizontal position 9. So green drive I got cranked at 22, and blue I got really ripping at 28. It gives it a nice cooler color. I say cooler. You can still see the red really coming through hard, but it is quite a bit better. Green cut at 6, blue cut at 9. TOT, which is like some kind of filtering, from what I can tell. I think it looks okay at 1. I leave it there. It's between 1 and 0. NR is a noise reduction filter. I have that turned off. It's kind of like anti-aliasing. I think it smooths the image too much though, so it's off. Subcontrast got to 9. Hue set to 8. Subcolor 11. Subbright I got at 34, which is actually quite high. I may turn that down just a couple cogs just to help preserve the set. But that is what the average value is in the service manual. So sub sharp is 8. This is the red, all the guns. I forget what this is, but it's set to 4, which is like the average value in the service menu. Axis is, I believe, to do with red push. I had that turned off. This is something to do with the color as well. I prefer it at 0. This was at 2. ABLM is also at 2. This is something to do with chroma, I think. Set to 1. OSDL is 0. I don't know what that is. I forget. So the average value in the service manual for this is 0. I actually prefer the picture at 5. So that's where I have it. I believe it goes up to 7. What this does, I couldn't exactly tell you, but I just know that I have it at 5. Gamma 0. Vexed, don't know what this is, but it's at 1. This is at 4. 0. 0. This is RGB limit, which I don't quite know what that does, but I know that I have it set to 0. 0 on this. 777. I forget what this is. So this, interestingly enough, or wait, was it that? No, it wasn't this actually. So this is at 30. This is 8. Once again, I don't know what these things do. This is, I believe it was like pin trap compensation or something like that. The average value is 0. It was set to 30 when I got it. I've changed it. I can't see what it does, so I just left it at 30. Don't know what that is, but it's 8. Display, I believe, is just the position of the OSD, so it's at 7. Well, here we can actually, so it's at 7. Forget what this is, but it's at 37. And then your IDs, so ID 0, 25, ID 1, 3, 2 is 0, 3 is 0, 4 is 19, and then we're back. So not a very deep service menu, but comprehensive enough to make some adjustments where need be. I mean, this is a small set. They're not going to pack everything into here. But, I mean, boy, is it... Let me turn that back up, yeah. A little bit like, boy, is it just a cute little thing. I mean, it is really... it's an immaculate condition. I mean, it no cracking, no major scratching. I mean, it really is beautiful. I'm so blessed to have found this, and so close to home as well. There will be a video coming in the future. It's not going to be anytime too soon. I'm going to be moving soon, so it's taking up a lot of time, but soon there is going to be a video modding this. I'm excited to tear into this thing and see what it's like. I may even throw some caps in it. We'll see. But yeah, overall, what a sweet little unit. I just wanted to share with everybody. So there you have it. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you later. Here, you know what? Better yet, first of all, listen to the power down on this. It doesn't even make any noise. That's it. It's gone. That's all it does. My big set goes boom when it turns off, like makes all kinds of noise. Let's throw back in Super Mario World just for one more last shot, and then we'll call it good. Turn this back on. So you can hear that degauss coil. It is pretty loud actually still for such a little unit, but there's that, and we'll fire up Mario. Oh yeah, that is looking phenomenal. Man, let's get some white text in there. Yeah, the video just can't do it justice, but boy, for composite, I mean, if this thing just looks great, it's honestly unbelievable. But a little bit of geometry issues. There is actually need a slight tilt, but what can you do? But thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next one.